Last month on the Run 7 show, we tried to do some things together like disarm bombs.
Pyramid.
Nope, that's not it. 5. Damn it. It's gonna blow up in my face. 25 seconds, top to bottom. Damn it.
N, upside down E.
All right, got it. Yeah, we got that one. We had fun playing Star Citizen. We're crushing rocks and sucking up Had Night. I forgot to hit reverse. I've been flying backwards. Son of a bitch. Drats. Spoiled again. Very first scan. We freaking nailed it. Let's go. Whoa, looks like you're gonna hit it, right? Hit the brakes. Estimated weight. We don't like to wait around here. We're impatient little bitches. It's gonna work! Needs to look at my spaceship. I gotta make my drip match. 68 Magellan meters. That's right, folks. We only had to do 6 extra steps and pay an alpaca to get there, but we made it. Woo! Yeah! We popped that motherfucker. Go. Seriously, it just whiffed it away. We did all that work to put the space station in the shot and just whoop, gone. I'm a mining superstar. Woo! Oh, that was fucking great. And we had a disastrous time making Star Citizen videos. High quality game you got here, Chris. Let's go into Star Citizen and have a completely different nightmare. You're just jerking us off, Chris. You're just jerking us off. My New Year's resolution is to find a server that works. Just walk. I don't want the fucking glizzy. Come on. Jump up there, you fat tub. Oh, fuck me. Gomez, you asked, what's the payoff for mining? 3 hours to get fucking 0. Maybe I can shove this thing in my face and not die of starvation while we try to get Chris to fix his fucking game. We're star sitters. We babysit servers to see if they'll ever fucking work. You have to invest your personal time in this game. You have to suffer with the rest of us. Could have a winner here, folks. What the f***? This game, f*** you, Chris. See how much fun we have playing Star Citizen? This is great, isn't it? $750 million, 12 years in production. Everything's fine here, folks. That's what I think of this game. We started Silent Hill 2 and had a lot of jump scares. Oh, Jesus. Whoa! Ah! 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 What? They're not gonna jump out at me? Ah! All right, let's go down here. Ah! Jesus! Okay, now we're getting started. All right. Ah! We're doing okay. Ah! What's in here? Oh! Oh my God, it's just you. Oh! Oh! Jesus Christ! This other. Oh! Jesus! Oh! Jesus! Me! Oh my God, my heart rate is through the roof. Oh, and there was an issue with a toilet. What? No. No, James. No. Obviously, we're gonna do it, but why? Oh, look at his hand. Look at how filthy that is. I want to take a shower now. It looks bloody. Not only does it look filthy, it looks bloody as well. Somebody not only murdered that toilet, but was murdered on that toilet. James runs to the toilet, takes a knee, and then looks at the camera like, hit that A button. Hit that A button. Let's search this bitch. And of course, all our general shenanigans. Egg cartons blocking our path, folks. We can't get through. I will shoot you in either one of your crotches. And it's another glory hole. Further. Ooh, another glory hole. These are always fun. Further. James puts his hand in any hole he can find. Bingo. I know Purple Sticky needs like 2 midgets and a horse before he can get off. I'm the other end of the spectrum. Don't go cold turkey on the Java cakes, my guy. Hey, little girl, want some candy? I bought the kids a PS5. I want a suit that makes me look sexy. Be a sexy space pilot. Shoot him in the dick. Shoot him in the dick, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, shooting him in the dick didn't work. And you just smash it into your face. I saw a snowman with some titties. All right, let's go. Finally, Maria's good for something. She's obviously like, hey, let's go to the titty bar and have a drink. And James is like, I'd rather talk about my dead wife. Ooh, burn. My wife bought me a Thrustmaster. Are you tired of regular minutes? Try time minutes today. At midnight, I turn into a pumpkin. Can you pay for my video game habit? But honestly, I'm broke as shit, so you guys need to pay for my video game habit. You're coming here to help me play this game? Doesn't work the other way around. Just do it, James. Can't be any worse than your haircut. Well, that was all my big brain ideas right there, all in one. Self-promotion's a bitch. So join us this month as we make all new memories. What's up, citizens of the verse? It's gonna be a chill stream day. We're gonna just do some rock mining and hang out. And I've been pondering some deep thoughts lately. I've been looking into simulation theory, and I want to talk about it. I want to see where you guys stand on simulation theory, because surprisingly, there are quite a few people who are starting to openly believe and accept the idea that we do live in a simulation. So we're gonna try and make some money mining with the rock, because Hadnite mining is going by the wayside. With the next patch, they're doing away with Hadnite, or at least Hadnite mining with the rock. Hadnite will be for hand mining, which I've never done that before. Maybe that's something I should look into as well. But it's gonna evolve into a different mineral type or something, or gem type that you go collect with the rock. Also, they're giving you a new laser head for mining, but not a new vacuum attachment head, which is the one I wanted. I was happy with the laser. Now it's more dangerous and faster, which, okay, a little more excitement to it, but I was always just a chill miner anyways. But not a new vacuum attachment. I wanted like the super magnet where you just click and all the gemstones go right up into your rock vacuum package, but whatever. So there's updates coming, but Hadnite's going by the wayside. So I'm having a farewell to Hadnite mining stream where I'm just gonna sit back and collect as much Hadnite as I can. I think I'm just gonna go to Aberdeen. We'll see where I spawn in, I don't know. I gotta get my stuff ready to go and all that. I got way busy this week and didn't have time to prep for today. That's why we're not doing a recording. And so that's what we're gonna do. What's up, Nice? What's up, Elder? What's up, Chadius? Chadius says sim theory is 101% true. If that were the case, Chadius, I'm not sure that your percentages would be so inaccurate. Or it's a very detailed sim, and it has the chaotic infrastructure of true human life. People who like to use percentages larger than 100%. Let's get over here, and we're gonna launch the game, and we get to keep music going, but I'm gonna bring it down just a touch. That's good, actually. We're pretty good. We're pretty good there. I didn't have it very loud to begin with. And Nice says, I'm definitely in a simulation. Strangely, I'm okay with it. You know what? That's the thing. People who have come to accept simulation theory, they're okay with it for the most part. They're like, all right, what does this change? And that makes me wonder, are those people part of the simulation, and they're there to relax the awakening minds, the people, the real people who are awakening to the idea that we do live in a simulation, and they're starting to freak out. And so the sim populates itself with other people awakening to this idea, and those people are chill AF. And they're like, it's cool. We live in a simulation, but it doesn't change anything. You can keep going about your business, right? Whether you're an NPC or a true player, just chill, man. We're all here to play the game. But we all know 78% of statistics are made up on the spot, and they are 100% accurate 36% of the time. That is true. That is true. What's the quote from Abraham Lincoln? Don't get your facts from the internet. I'm pretty sure that was Abraham Lincoln that said that one. Star Citizen, let's go. I want to play the game. I probably should have started Star Citizen while I was warming up for stream. And yes, the stream intro is still the old stream intro. I haven't had time to update the clips. I said I was going to do that for today, and I didn't. I know, I'm a horrible person. The persistent universe that persists. We'll just go enter Star Citizen Universe, see where we go. We are queue number 1. That's amazing. Here's our new loading screen where we get all the latest news. It doesn't seem to update much at all. Citizens for Prosperity seeks and aid after attacks. Data train theft. Casualties climb in accident aftermath. Researchers find good luck. Terrorist attack linked to frontier fighters, and it turns out that it was the slicers all along. I wanted to be the frontier fighters, and they're phasing them out because they were the slicers all along. And I feel ripped off. The game had 3 major factions, and now it's gonna have 2. And I chose the one they're phasing out, and that's bullshit. I'm pissed about that. I wanted to be a frontier fighter. They looked like they had all the cool spaceships. I liked their slick back corporate feel. I thought they were pretty badass, cold-hearted SOBs, and they're phasing them out, so that sucks. Where am I? I have no freaking clue where I'm spawning in or what I was doing, because I haven't played in almost a week. Okay, I'm obviously Area 18, and we're going rock mining, so we're putting on the Pembroke, and we're gonna go to Aberdeen where it's super duper hot and I don't have to worry about people bothering me because Pyro is a scary place. What's this? Combo SRT, we're not gonna bother with that. I will take this. And we are gonna take a 1 or 2 SCU container with us eventually. We're not gonna need any guns, I don't think. Not that I have any guns. I think I've lost them all. That won't be a problem much longer though, right? Pretty soon, whatever I die in, I immediately spawn with. Anything I have equipped is gonna continue to be mine forever and ever and ever. Which is great for noobs like me, but sucks for endgame play and piracy. I think it was kind of an overreach. I don't think it was a good idea what they did and are doing with the whole keeping your valuable stuff. I don't have any food, med pens, nothing in here. Okay. What's up, Real Bubba Hotep? Real Bubba Hotep, are you living in a simulation? Legit real question. Do you believe that we could actually be living in a simulation? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm coming around to the idea. I really am. For one, I think it actually explains the Fermi paradox, or it's one explanation for the Fermi paradox. It's just too much processing power to have us encounter another civilization. Look at elevators, glitchy but still functioning. How's it going, buddy? You can always tell when they don't want to talk to you because they specifically look away from you when they're in the elevator. That guy's going that way. He knows where he's going. He's been in Area 18 before. Once I get my ship equipped and we get out of here and we're traveling, I'm going to switch some screens over and I'll show any of you who are curious, I'll show you guys definitions of simulation theory and some details and facts and stuff. I'm just following this guy. I'm hoping that he's going to the hangar directly. I think he is, and I think we have to take a tram there if I remember right. Yeah, he's going to that, and then we go here. This is the one where the trams like slide up to the door. It's kind of neat. Not gonna lie, Area 18 is pretty cool. It's okay, it's not the best, but it's pretty cool.
How you doing?
Look at that thing. That's cool. I didn't know they flew around. Just sitting here waiting for a tram. Some of this exciting Star Citizen gameplay that I can't wait for them to deal with. I don't care about loot recovery. I just want to be able to get to the gameplay without having to ride this freaking tram. I don't want to take 7 elevators and 2 broken trains just to get to my spaceship. They have a medical facility in the freaking hangar. Have me spawn in the hangar. Right there. Why not? Why do we go through these stupid hoops? Like, just
Give me one moment, okay?
get through like the tutorial early noob gameplay and then give us the ability to just spawn to our hangar. Or better yet, spawn in our spaceship would be amazing. They did that for a minute. That did exist for a hot minute in Star Citizen and was amazing. The train is a secret anti-cheat mechanic. How is it a secret anti-cheat mechanic? Explain that one to me, Ultimate Chaos.
Now arrive.
This is the worst for impatient players like me. And 5? And those are 4. Damn this stupid game. Try this. Put on a different suit. It says I've got 2 of these. I don't know why it says I've got 2 of them stacked. Okay, there, I've got a helmet on. Oh, Chris, fix your stupid game. And one of these backpacks has my... Oh, here's one. This'll work. Okay. Let's put this on, because we're gonna need it. 0.000%. Okay. I guess we're good. There's a RYT multi-tool. I don't even know if it's equipped with the right stuff. We're gonna put it on our hip anyway. I'll see if it'll work. Okay, we figured out how to get past it. Okay, let's try this. No, this. Is it gonna work? I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have the tractor attachment. It's a cutter attachment on it right now. Okay, so that's useless. That's okay, we don't need it. That's why we brought the big guns. So we can do this. Let's go move this over to our, don't lean, dummy. Let's go move this out of the way so we can bring our ship in. We'll just set in the freight elevator. That's good enough, right? That shouldn't glitch anything out. All right, there's that. We'll put this away. Let's go get our cutter, load up our rock, and get the hell out of here. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing the Ursa because I don't have any guns, nor do I want to go spend a ton of money on ammo. And we're rock mining. We shouldn't need the Ursa. Shouldn't. All right, we'll get the cutter out and get going. We'll fly over to the Hurston system, and we will go rock mining in Aberdeen. So Aberdeen has a pretty short day-night cycle, so we'll get to be mining throughout the day. Yesterday, I took my camera down, and so I could photograph my wife. She needed headshots done, like professional headshots, and we didn't want to pay a professional, so I did it myself in front of the green screen, and then put it through the editing process and made her some nice headshots. And then I went and reattached my camera, and I found that my camera was recording at 30 frames per second, not 60 frames per second. So I adjusted that, and hopefully I look even better, if such a thing could even be possible. We need to open up the back door. No, don't get in it! Oh well, I guess we'll drive around now anyway. Let's check the mining laser. Turn everything on.
Systems
check our mining laser. It is mining. That's amazing. Watch out for those teeny tiny lights on the floor. They will knock your car sideways. Woo! That's close enough. Now I gotta get out. I wish I had like a remote garage door clicker so I could just open up the back door with a touch of a button. Wouldn't that be nice? It's the future, but I have to go press this button. I can carry my car with a gravity gun, but I have to manually push the button to open the garage door. My living room TV has more functionality than my spaceship's door. Wow, that slid right in just like it's supposed to. Oh, I gotta get a 2 SCU container, huh? Okay, well, we'll put that in from the other side. Let's turn this off, power it all the way down, and get out and go grab our 2 SCU container, just in case we actually get enough. We're going optimistic today. We're gonna be super optimistic today on our Had Night Farewell mining adventure. And we're gonna say that we're gonna fill up most of a 2 SCU container in 2 hours, and we all know that's not gonna happen. But we're gonna be optimistic about it. Ultimate Chaos, do you live in a simulation? Is the world around you a simulated one? Look at me go, man. I'm a professional. Okay. I thought I could do it. I thought I could do it. There we go. I can't squeeze by that tire, but I can vault up that thing and do a pull-up right into my ship. Move you over there. Okay. Time to go. Hangar request complete. Wow, that was nice. Another beautiful day at Area 18. Let's get out of here, shall we? Remember last time we took off from Area 18 and they shot us out of the sky for no reason at all? That was fun. Gotta love when Chris's game just takes it personal and kills you for no reason at all. Okay. let's fix everything now. There's that. We don't need communications. Power management we'll fix on the other window. Let's get our scanning. We don't have any pips to put in anywhere. Oh, because we're in the wrong mode, but that's okay. We can switch modes real fast. And no, really. What's going on with you? Come on. Look at that. What is going on with that? That's weird. I had to use my joystick to straighten that out. We can take some things out of coolers, I believe. And we're gonna put them into, come on, no, really. No, really, I want you over here. Oh my goodness, game is so wonky. I'm gonna put them into guns. I wanted to put them into guns. Are we not? I guess we're not gonna put them into guns. Okay. Won't allow us to put the last pip into guns, so I guess we'll put it back into a cooler. Oh, janky ass control system. Okay. Let's take a look and find out where Aberdeen is and get there. Not too bad. Should be there in no time. All right. Simulation theory or simulation hypothesis proposes that our perceived reality is a computer simulation, possibly created by a higher being, and that we are constructs within it. Like, you guys get that, right? That's the basics, right? We're living in a computer simulation, or that the world around us is simulated. I would go with the idea that everything is simulated, myself included, and that my consciousness is the only real aspect in the world that I live in, and it's debatable whether everyone I encounter is a real consciousness or if a select few are, or maybe the majority are, but there are a handful of NPCs in this construct that we all live in. Yeah. And you know what, Cleaning Agent? There's a huge, so The Matrix was really popular not too long ago, but the idea of simulation theory has been around. They talk about it here. Philosophical roots from Plato's allegory of the cave serving as an early metaphor. Plato had this idea of these people who were chained to the ground since birth, and all they could see is one wall and the shadows that were cast on that wall. And other people were living behind them, putting up like little like wooden plates and pictures and silhouettes and stuff that cast shadows on the wall. And these people from birth only saw the shadows cast on the wall and had no idea of the reality that was going on behind them. And one of them gets loose, goes and experiences the world, the real world, and comes back and realizes what a shallow existence they actually had. And it was even before Plato. There's some people that had similar ideas to simulation theory even before Plato. This is what I think is funny, is the examples of arguments for and against. 4. The second law of infodynamics could be used to prove that we live in a simulation, as a super complex universe would require data optimization and compression to reduce computational power. That was so smart I don't even know what it said. But the one that says against cracks me up. Against. Scientific American notes that there are as many research papers refuting our digital existence as there are promoting its scientific inevitability. Do you know how many people thought the world was flat before we figured it out that it was round? All of them. Like, all of them thought it was flat. And just like a few people were like, let's see where this goes. And they sailed around the bitch. And they're saying it's 50-50, right? Like, they're saying we're on the fence about this. That's their argument against? Give me a break. That's crazy. Let's go check where we're at. Are we flying around here yet? Oh, we're here. Hold on, we're here. Wow, lots of targets. We're in Hurston. We need to go to... am I at Aberdeen already? Did we just go straight to Aberdeen? No, we're in Hurston. Now we need to go to Aberdeen. Okay. Well, where's my flight marker? It's not giving me an actual flight. Oh, is that it? Is that the one right there? That's 31 gigameters to Crusader. That's not it. Okay, let's just clear this and redo it. Let's try this one again, shall we? Maybe reset it, because it's got every flight marker up there. That's better, thank you. So, and The Matrix is just a movie that sensationalized the idea, and a lot of people who didn't know about the theory suddenly know about it, right? There's actually some accounts of people who have done really horrible things because they believe that they were in the Matrix. I'm talking really horrible stuff because they thought it was a simulation and there was no accountability, or that everyone around them was fake. And they call it the Matrix defense. It's a quasi-insanity plea. When the person doesn't understand that the world around them is real and that there are consequences. And it's a real thing that prosecutors, or defendants, I should say, use to get their defendant off the hook, or at least, you know, a reduced sentence of sorts, because it's a form of temporary insanity. And now people are like Elon Musk believes in simulation. He believes we live in a simulation. If you sit in a cave and see shadows on the wall, would you know the outside world exists? I mean, if you were born there and that's all you knew, right? I always say, if I wish that I would have done this from my kid's birth, go into their bedroom every night while they're asleep and rotate their bed 90 degrees. And then when they go off to college and their bed doesn't change 90 degrees at night, they would be blown away. Like, what is going on? How come the world doesn't rotate 90 degrees every time I go to sleep, right? And you just never tell them. Because they'd never know the difference. They would just think that was the norm. I'm real, everyone else is a sim, says Dadpool Games. Okay, that brings something to my attention. I would like for those of you who actually, who actually wonder if they are in a simulation, and you'll have to take my word for it, I guess. Damn, this stupid map. You'll have to take my word for it, I guess. But I would like you to know that I am a real person. Now, you might think that I'm a programmed simulation person designed to say that, but think about how weird I am, right? I am a genuinely real human being. See if I land here, I think that's where I want to go. Sure, we'll go there. And so, I'm a real person. That's one. You know one. I don't know how to prove that to you, other than I'm pretty weird. Like, if you're gonna program an NPC, are you gonna give them this much character, good looks, and charm? I don't know, that's a lot in one package. So, I'm real. You can confide in me. As for the rest of them, I believe that my children are real because that would be very depressing if they weren't. I would say that I created mini Sims, right? And they're pretty weird too. I don't think anybody's making that up. My wife I'm on the fence about. Don't tell her I said that. But,
Quantum drive is now.
okay. I think we're real close to the surface, so we gotta fly in carefully. Yeah, we're at 7 kilometers. The problem is that people take thought experiments out of context. A theory doesn't have to be real, it's just a way to challenge how you think. I think you're exchanging theory with thought experiment. Of course, a theory can be a thought experiment. Theory just means it's unproven, isn't it? Okay, we're coming in pretty hot. I think it's so hard to see in Aberdeen. I don't want to crash land into the surface here. I'm watching that altimeter pretty close. What's that? Is that my landing site that I was gonna come land at? I don't wanna go there. My HOTAS is a little wonky today. I was in ads, but I caught the sim theory though. Like, there's no way Plato actually thought we were in a computer. He didn't know what a computer was. No, he didn't think we were in a computer, but he had the idea that our perception was being controlled by someone else. That was his idea. High charisma stats. Thank you, Deadpool Games. Thank you. All right, let's do the scanning mode and put out some pings here and see if anything pops up. So we're gonna fly away from that place because that place sucks. And we're gonna follow, hey, we'll go this way. That's an unknown. And we need to be at down here a little bit. Okay. We'll stay just over the horizon. And I think we can go pretty much full throttle here. Just as long as we don't hit anything. We know that's not anything. We're looking for stuff that pops in on the radar at about 2.5 kilometers. So anything outside of that range isn't even worth veering off course for. Oh my God, hold on. Somebody's banging on the door because they don't know how to turn a knob.
I'm filming a show.
Well, I'm not
here.
gonna complain about a free breakfast, man. All right, bang on my door any day. What is up with my HOTAS? Why is it all wonky? It just drifts now. I gotta adjust that. It's weird. See? The simulation knows that I'm onto it and I'm spreading word about the simulation and it's trying to shut me up with bacon and eggs. I mean, come on, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, there one popped in at 2.8. Let's go check that out. So all the places in Pyro where you can go Hadnite farming have just Hadnite. I mean, they got other stuff too, but the things that pop in at 2.5 are only Hadnite. Whereas around here, you can get Dullvine or all sorts of stupid stuff. And I think I want to scroll this up and see if I can focus in on it. There it is. That's better. And we'll nose down in. It's a tight cluster, but it's going to be a small group of Hadnite if it is. Come on, show me what you are. Hadnite, nice. All right, let's bring it in for a landing. Do this, put the landing gear out, go F4. Actually, I want to see exactly where this thing is first. Go here. Give ourselves some room. Oh, wow, they're right there. Hold on. Here we go. We'll open up all those doors. Turn off those thrusters. Hop out of this thing. Let's go ahead night farming. How am I man, this bacon and eggs look so good over here. I need to get to work though. We're supposed to be farming rocks, not eating food. Okay, I'm gonna take a little food break and eat some stuff here. This is too good looking. Oh my goodness. Eggs over easy, crispy bacon, buttered toast. Oh, spoiled. Everything's got drift. Even my mouse has drift today. Oh my God. So hungry. I didn't realize how hungry I was. Wife's taking care of me. She's definitely a sim. She's definitely a sim. He's like, that guy's on to me. Shut him up, put some bacon in his mouth. All right. So, not a huge deposit, but whatever. I'll take what we can get.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Woo, look at that thing go. Who needs a better laser head when you can get it up there that fast? All right, there we go. Back to eating while I watch. Hopefully I don't blow myself up while I'm doing these eggs. So one reason why I was thinking a simulation theory may genuinely be a real thing. I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. It might actually be real. The one reason I think this is because somebody said, it might have been Musk, I don't know. Somebody was saying it solves a lot of problems. For one, like the Fermi paradox, right? We talked about that a while ago. And on a probability scale, you look at the growth of video games. We invented Pong back in like the 60s or something. I don't remember when Pong was invented. But Pong was kind of the start of video games. And today, we have video games that are beginning to bridge the uncanny valley in the way that they appear to us. Like, they are so photorealistic. It is some, at a glance, like, I'll watch like some like NBA 2K games kind of stuff, right? And I will glance at them and go, wait a minute, is that real? Like, they'll show 2K mixed in with clips from genuine NBA games, and I have a hard time switching back and forth, knowing which one is the game, actual gameplay, or cutscenes from the game even, and which one is clips from NBA footage. Like, it's that good. And that took us, what, 50, 60, 70 years? I don't know, whenever Pong was made. I should probably look that up. So, if we continue to improve our immersion into video games, at some point, we have to reach, we don't have to, but at some point it is incredibly likely, on a long enough timeline, we will reach that point where immersion into a video game becomes indistinguishable from the real world. At some point, that will simply become a possibility, where you could transition into a video game so seamlessly, you didn't even realize you did it. Whether you plug into the Matrix, you put on a headset, you wake up in your space pod, you log in, right? Spawn in whatever. It's so real that when you blink or open your eyes or start your day, you don't even realize that you are in that video game. And it could be that my true self logged into this simulation, not Star Citizen, but this simulation that we all call life. I could have logged into this like a minute ago in my true form, and that the time dilation experience gives me what I perceive as an entire life in this sim. And when I die, I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna be at some tech demo in Seattle and go, dude, that was pretty cool. Let's do it again. This time I want to try the rock star profile, right? Because we all know we already tried the porn star profile 6 times, got bored with it, and then we're like, let's try the dad sim and see what that's like.
Extraction mode on.
So that's all I'm saying, is that on a long enough timeline, we will have the ability to immerse ourselves in a simulation that's so damn good, we don't know the difference. And I think that maybe there's a realistic possibility, and I don't know for sure, but I do believe that it is a total possibility that we're already there. Is VR the simulation indoctrinating us with itself? What do you mean with that, Ultimate Class? Gamer with Gerard Butler will start killing off inmates in a shooter. I don't think it's gonna go that way. I saw too many plot holes in that. We can barely initiate the death penalty in very death penalty prone states. We can barely pull the trigger on that. They're not going to be utilizing inmates for fun in that way. That's never going to happen. I mean, I don't want to say never, but that probably wouldn't ever happen. Not with the way our society is. Definitely not in our lifetime or our kids' lifetime, I would say. If this is a sim and we paid for it, I want my money back. You gotta level up, Wonderful D. Is it just to say, we did it? Honestly, that could very well be. Humans do a ton of shit just to see if we can, right? We climb Everest just to see if we can. All right. I don't have my moist towelettes, damn it. Oh well, what pants are for. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do a little ping. Make sure we didn't miss any Hadnite chunks. We didn't, good enough. Get rid of this mining laser. Let's go find us some more Hadnite.
Mining mode off.
And a lot of people don't like the idea of simulation theory because they're like, well, if this is a simulation, what's the point? Like, what's the point of existing? And oh, everything becomes horrible and all that. And my existence is pointless. And I'm like, actually, no. Actually, no. And that same idea could be applied to religions. Different religions in the world, you could say, what's the point of it all if somebody just put me here? Unless that religious doctrine tells you that you're there to do a specific thing, it has the same applications of what's the point of it all. Or if you're an atheist and don't believe any of this, what's the point of it all? That applies everywhere. So the same thing is in a simulation. The point of it is whatever you want it to be. The point is to figure out why you're here. If you're still you, if you're still a consciousness, you get to figure it out. And so what if a deity made the world, whether it be flat or round or the universe or the Big Bang Theory or, you know, the zoo to the goo to you or whatever. I think it's the goo to the zoo to you. What, it could go either way, really. Or you're in a simulation, whether it be a computer simulation or you're real, but the world around you is being simulated. And when you walk around a corner, everybody behind you around there just goes into a T-pose to say processing power, right? And then you peek your head back around the corner and they're moving and animated again. Whatever the arrangement is, you're still you and you're still thinking, and you get to make of this simulation life world, religious experience, holy experience, personal experience, you get to make of it whatever you want to. That is the point of religions, to give us a point to it all, a higher purpose, a place to go afterwards. Right, a higher purpose, a place to go afterwards, right? It takes the scare out of death, right? That's what religions do. Not specifically or solely, but that's one thing that many religions do. They take the scare out of death. What is going on with my controls, man? They are so wonky. Oh, my door's open. That's one thing. Let's close that. I didn't drop the rock out, did I? Hold on. I want to go look in the back and... Actually, I don't need to do that. I can do it this way and open all those doors, and I can go Z. Yes, it's still in there. Okay. I'm going to bring up the landing gear. Change that. Still in scan mode. We're good. I'm going to go up to about 1.5 kilometers and just start flying in one direction, hitting that scan. So what comes next after the simulation? When you finish your cycle in the sim, do you end? Do you start over? Is this another form of reincarnation? Are you talking Heretic on Max or just religion in general? So I haven't watched Heretic on Max yet, but it is on my list. It's high on my list. In fact, when I finish Ford versus Ferrari, I'm probably gonna go to watch Heretic next. That looks very good to me, and I wanna see it. We can go full throttle, I guess. I like to stay in the more mountainous regions. Whoop! What was that? What was that? Look at that one popped in. 2.3. That's a good candidate. See if we can get a better scan on this here. A second. Roll that up. Like to stay toward the mountains, but not seeing anything. 4.2. If you're just joining us, we're just having a chill day mining Hadnite because Hadnite is going to be removed from rock mining and it's going to change to a different element of some sort. And so we're Hadnite mining in Aberdeen. Super hot place, but I've got my Pembroke gear, so we're safe there. And it's kind of our farewell tour to Hadnite, as we will be switching into something else when they update in 4.1. But in the meantime, while we're flying around, we're talking about simulation theory because it's been on my mind. Like the Matrix, possible, but I like to put my belief in religion. Like you said earlier, it comforts the idea of death versus just rotting away. But what's so bad about ending, whether it be a simulation, your religious cycle, or as many atheists think that you just end, right? What's so bad about experiencing this life in a short existence? I think personally, and this is just me, But I think the idea that our existence ends after one cycle and that's it, that we don't get to get put back in the sim, that we don't go to an eternal resting place, that we don't see anybody else, that it's just over, makes our existence so incredibly important. And it allows me to cherish every second. And I think it's a beautiful way to think about it. If we get to go on for eternity and this is just a testing grounds, or we're reincarnated, or we're put back into the Matrix, or whatever, that kind of dilutes my experience, I think. I think that kind of makes it less cool. Like right now, this experience that I'm having with you guys is like infinitely important because it'll never happen again. And when my life ends, it's over. And so I want to cherish every moment with everyone I spend it with everything I do, and not waste it doing anything stupid like playing Chris's broken game. My way around here. Where'd those Hadnite rocks go? There they are, over there. Okay. That's just my perspective, and I'm not mocking anyone for their belief system or their views or anything. It's just how I view it. Come on. Those things are kind of a pain in the ass. They're on the other side of this like mound of Triceratops poop or whatever it is. All right, I'm gonna bust those things and they're gonna pop over the other side of this rock, I bet. Let's do mining laser. And we're awful close to this one, but whatever. Afterlife to me sounds like it will be pretty crowded. I'll pass. Wonderful D just wants his simulation to never force him to touch grass or interact with too many NPCs. That's the wrong mining laser. Whoops. There we go. Let's try that laser. That one's gonna work a lot better. Like I said in the disclaimer, guys, deep thoughts today. Deep thoughts. We're swimming in the deep end of the pool today, talking about stuff that may not matter or might be super important. And those are the kind of thoughts I like to have. I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're trying to crack a medium deposit of one mass Hadnite rock that just does not want to go anywhere? You gotta find a way to kill the time. Okay, I'm starting to see why we might need new laser mining heads. Because this is only medium, and it's really hard to crack this thing. I'm up close to it, max power, it's just barely creeping. So I get it. I get why you would put different attachments. I still say they need a better vacuum attachment for scooping up the rocks once they're on the ground. I mean, I just have this thing completely fully maxed and it's never gonna overcharge. Unfortunately, the easiest explanation is typically the correct one, like live theater, once the curtain closes, that play will never be seen again. All we can do is hope we leave a positive imprint on those actors who will walk in our footsteps so the future productions can put on a better show than our own. That's a good way to think about it, Clean. I like that. Right? Regardless of what existence you believe we're in, real, simulated, religious or otherwise, there's always someone who will follow in our footsteps, whether it be your children, your neighbors and friends, the next person to enter the sim, the people running the sim, those looking down on us from above, past or future iterations of ourselves, of our friends, of others. Like, there's always someone or something else. Even if you're the only person in this simulation, the simulation was put on by someone, and so there is an observer, or was an observer. And so, be the best version of yourself you possibly can, because someone's watching, and you're going to make an impact on someone or something. And hopefully you can make a very positive impact on those observers, be it your kids, your friends, God, the aliens that are running the simulation, the computer program that evolved and created us on the simulation, or just that dude down the street who aims his telescope at your front window and you haven't realized that he's not looking at the stars. You know, put on a good show for him. Or just walk around in the buff. Either way, it's a good show. Cleaning Agent and I and Dan will be talking about Venom. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. We'll be talking about that tonight on the Monguli Show. It's !movies to get the link to Dan's channel. Whoa, don't burn that one out. Wow, that was close. It's wigging out on me. Okay, we can bring it up now. There you go, there's the link in chat if you want to follow that link to Dan's channel tonight at 8 Central. That'll be taking place. We'll be talking about the second installment in the franchise of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, giving it our rating. The show is called R Rating.
Extraction mode.
And I will be going to... Oh wow, they're all over the place. I'm gonna be taking my kids to go see Medieval Knights. I went there when I was very little. I went to one on the West Coast. And I had a freaking blast. And I found out that they have a Medieval Times or Medieval Knights or whatever they call it here. They have one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so I bought tickets. I got us front row seats and everything. Spent way too much money. And we're gonna go watch male children dress up, adult male children dress up in full armor and swing real swords at each other and joust and horseback riding. They've got falconry now. They got all kinds of crap. And we're gonna go check that out in Dallas area tonight. And I'm hoping my kids will love it as much as I did when I was their age. I'm hoping it's a good show. The Venom conversation will be much deeper than this sim talk, probably. Probably. I don't know. I don't know, Clean. I watched number 2. I don't know how deep we're gonna be able to get with that conversation, to be honest. Okay, it's getting it. Kinda getting it. Not getting the one I want, but it's getting some of them anyway. Let's go over here. Don't get high centered. Go around this thing. Please don't fall down the I don't want it to have fallen down the hill. Okay, good. We're good. They're mostly here. That movie, what a waste of Woody. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but I remember it being as good or better than the first movie, which is not a popular opinion. And I rewatched it and paid very close attention. And you'll have to tune in tonight to hear all about it. But I'll be coming hot off the heels of Medieval Times adventure with my family. We're trying to do some stuff for spring break. Hopefully I will be in time for the show. I think I will. The showing I'm going to gets over at like 6:30, and so I should definitely be home in time. I think there's like one little rock up on top of this thing, and I don't know if it's worth trying to get to. Oh, we got it. Look at that. Got it doing it blind too. There's one over here, looks like. Okay. And one right here, looks like. Come on. Get in my laser beam. There we go. Side? That's dumb. 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes scoring is hit and miss for me. I do look at Rotten Tomatoes. I look at the IMDb. Can we please jump up there? What is your problem? There we go. IMDb's scoring has a lot of room in the middle. When IMDb scores it high, I usually agree. But when it gets down into the like 4 to 6 range, IMDb's not on the mark there. And Rotten Tomatoes is kind of the opposite. When it gets below 75%, I usually agree with everything below 75%, but above 75%, you can get some wild swings. Like a 98% Rotten Tomatoes score might come in at like an 80% for me. Thank you for the follow, ACL404. Appreciate that. We're having a deep conversation about simulation theory. And now we're talking. ACL, we've been asking everybody, you're new here. What do you think about simulation theory? Are you living in a simulation? I have heard some interesting ones, not to get too religious. I don't want to I know people get pretty touchy on religion and stuff, and simulation is technically a religious theory, but I've heard a lot of people state that they think religious, like simulation theory is just how God operates, right? It's just we were too dumb to come to the conclusion that, hey, it isn't real, this is just how he made it. And that's one way of thinking about it, I guess. I just don't know if there's a benevolent creator running the sim or not. That's one question I want to know. If it is a simulation that I'm living in, who's running the show? And how much longer until we create a simulation of our own? We could be layers deep in a simulation, right? That's kind of a crazy thought. What if we wake up from this simulation just to find out we're still in a simulation? And it goes on endlessly. You've heard about brain theory or M theory, right? Parallel universes stacked one on top of the next or adjacent to each other. What happens if we find out that we're just simulations stacked on top of simulations endlessly? Incepulation? Simception? Simception? Is that what you're going for? Simception? Maybe this is just a beta test. Yeah, it's definitely a beta. Yeah. This is definitely not the global launch. If we're in a simulation, we're still in beta. I need a t-shirt that says that. We're in a simulation, but it's still in beta. Life is a sim. Unfortunately, it's still in beta. That's gonna be the new shirt. I'm gonna put that on the merch store. Life is a simulation. Unfortunately, it's still in beta. Oh, that's nothing. Dang it, 3.9. Gotta go over this mountaintop here. Go crash into anything. Don't do a whole lot of night flying when I go mining. I like to stay in the sun, but Aberdeen has such a short day-night cycle that it's pointless to keep trying. If it was beta, we would all be in Canada or Australia. That's true, right? Sometimes Finland. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, and you probably all do, most of the beta tests happen in Canada, Australia, and sometimes Finland because they have a very similar population structure to that of America, but with a lower population, so they can test run things on a smaller server farm and get an accurate idea of what's going to happen when it goes globally, or specifically launch in America. Oh, look at that one. We got one. That one popped in. Here we go. Let's get in inside a kilometer and we will keep hanging because I can't see the ground. Can I turn my headlights on? I think there's... Okay, hold on. I need to make sure that I don't turn off my thrusters or target anybody or bring out my landing gear on accident. I just need flashlights. I think that's L for light. Oh, look at that. I'm a genius. Okay. And look, I'm so close to the scan that I didn't even need to like zoom in on it. It's a nice cluster. Is it had night? It's Dolvine. Damn it. Man, I really thought we had that one. I really thought that was going to be a winner. There's another one. Look at that. Popped in at 2.6. All right, let's wheel up on this and see if we can get a better look at it. Is it gonna tell me? Do I have to zoom in closer? A bunch of them. Oh, it's a big deposit of Hadnite. All right, landing gear out. Let's find a good place to touch down. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I think we'll go right over here. And I think I'm gonna turn my ship to face the headlights on the rocks. See if that helps us. Actually, I should probably go down to the bottom of it. Oh well, we'll figure it out. There's my pretties. What am I landing on something? I can get in closer than that. Actually, let's do that. Let's go over here. That way my headlights kind of shine up on the side of the hill. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. All right. Here we go. Good enough. Good enough. All right.
Engines offline.
Let's go get our rocks, baby. ACL is not a fan. Not a fan of simulation theory. Did I stick myself in the wall? I probably stuck myself in the wall. Let's turn the lights on the car. No? What? Nope. Commit to one picture that I would want permanently engraved on my body. So I can't commit to a belief system. Still not really doing anything. There it goes. Okay, now we're working. Okay, now it's registering. We're up and running. These are just my meanderings of thought, not even belief system. And so I won't, and of course I don't want to harass anybody for their beliefs because we're getting way deep here. But I don't think that you could accurately copy me at any level and it be me. Even if you could copy my brain and my thought process and my experiences and my memories to 100% accuracy and imprint that onto a computer, I don't feel that that is me. I feel that is a copy of me. A perfect copy, a copy that's going to believe it's me. But if you were to copy me and I was still alive and I had this computer copy of me, which one is now me? Both of us would believe that we are the true Run 7. One of us would be right. But which one is it? Is it the one that transcended mortal flesh and accepted the evolution of self, right? Sounds kind of lofty. Or is it the original? The meat computer? The one that experienced what it was like to be copied and then see itself copied onto a computer. And you already see the two different variations. The one that has, from the perspective, has transcended into immortality as a computer program, running an android body or on a computer system or in a simulation. Or the one that viewed that happening from the outside in its meat carcass, its ham wagon, and saw that take place and got to experience that in its real life, right? And then what if that meat wagon finds out that it is in fact a copy from a previous version that is running on a simulation and is actually no better than the copy it made of itself? Just food for thought. Don't get too lofty. You might wake up and find out that you're a computer program. I believe that is correct. It's a copy, not you. I do too. I do too. But I believe that I'm real, and what if I find out that I'm running on a simulation and I am actually a copy of my real self? Right? If I perfectly copy the PNG picture image of myself on my computer, I can replicate that endlessly with zero loss, and it'd be the same thing. Right? I get the file, and the file has this data in it, and as long as I post that exact data every time, no matter how many times I copy it, it is a perfect copy of itself. And a lot of us just kind of believe that we're too complicated to copy. But on a long enough timeline, we could develop the technology to perfectly replicate ourselves. So you think because that I distinguish between myself and the copy, that I have a soul, where I believe that I distinguish between myself and the copy, and I am a soul. And that's not to say that the copy of me would not also be my soul or have a soul of its own, but I believe that we are now two distinct people who originated from me. That's just how I believe it. And again, belief is a very strong word, because this conversation could change my mind. I could wake up tomorrow and be like, what the hell was I talking about in chat? Right? You both do? Okay. See, I think, yeah. See, and again, I don't like to think of it as having a soul. I like to think of it as being a soul. That just makes me feel better and more in control of myself and more empowered. Rather than a soul, feels like somebody gifted it to me, Like it could expire, or I could lose it, or abuse it, or break somebody else's rules and have it be rejected. And I don't like to think like that. I like to think that I am a soul and that I can't be parted from it because it is me. Or sell it. I could definitely sell my soul. But then again, I think I'm selling myself. And by the way, I come real cheap. What? Why did my mining mode just turn off? That was weird. It just shut off all by itself. We're not getting this to... Okay, we're having some sort of little server flickers here. There it goes. Okay, everything popped up now. Let's try it again, folks. Make sure that laser's reacting to my wheel, okay? We is an all-encompassing term. I would say that there are many people who want to be like God so that they can create. I can create life. I already did it. It required my wife's help. I would even say that she did the majority of the lifting on that one. But I am able to replicate myself in a manner of speaking, right? It's all how you kind of look at it. I don't want to be God or a God or anything like God. That sounds like a big job. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't want to be manager at the hardware store. I really don't want to be God, okay? There are some people who want that ultimate power, control over others, that want to be a deity, a dictator, a ruler, or maybe even they want to just be God so that they can show their benevolence. Not for me. I'm cool letting somebody else run the show. Somebody else can run the simulation. Somebody else can piece it all together in 7 days, right? Somebody else can big bang it all out. However you want to go about it, I'm gonna leave that up to somebody else, not interested in. I'm here for the experience. I want to hang out, interact, see what I can do. Now, whether I'm the cue ball, the 8 ball, or the number 2 ball on the pool table, I want to bounce around, I want to interact, and I want to do things. I would prefer to be the cue ball. I'd like to be the person that exacts change on the world, but it doesn't have to happen. I'm not driven by that idea. But I certainly don't want to be any kind of a deity or god. I didn't even want to own an ant farm when I was a kid, because the idea that I was in charge of all of that was too big a responsibility. I don't like growing plants in the backyard. That's too big a responsibility. Deity, count me out, man. No way, shape, or form. Whoops, missed the target. What is going on? Quit bouncing around. I'm not even touching anything. The laser will just like bounce off of it. So ACL, I take it that you would like to be like God? Create life, rule over something, whether it be benevolent or otherwise malevolent, I guess. Oh, come on. Come on. Server's going so slow today. I think this is gonna be our last deposit. We're probably gonna pack it up and get going. We've only got 22, almost 23 CSEU of Had Night today. I always start the morning off with the heater running, and by the end of stream, I have to turn the AC on. It's that time in Texas. God does it out of love and not power. You should change that statement to "you believe that God does that out of love and not power" is a more accurate way to phrase that. We don't like to try and make blatant statements. You get a little, can offend people. Can offend people. All right. Laser's not backing down. Okay, taking it off. Taking it off, come on. Come on, catch up. Come on, server. My laser is not at 100, come on. I don't want the thing to explode. It's like the last one. I don't want it to explode. It's not going up or down. Nothing's working. There it goes, 73, come on. There we go, back in gear here. Nope, stuck at 90. Fix your game, Chris! Chris, your simulation sucks! Uh-oh, too much, back it down. I can't crack this rock if I can't control the frickin' laser, Chris! I don't want a new mining head! I want a head that works!
I'm filming a show here! For the love of God!
I can't tell if that thing popped or is about to pop or what. Come on! There, finally. Nope, we're stuck again. Damn it! Oh my, I'm about to leave this one. I'm about to just forget this one. In fact, why don't we just suck up Had Night while we wait?
Extraction mode on.
Look, it takes so long for the rocks to even populate. The extraction laser doesn't want to suck anything up. Oh my god. Look, I'm pinging and it doesn't even make the rocks populate. Oh man, the server's crap. What are we in, 010? I don't know what server we're in. I forget the key to look it up. It's not in there from last time, so I bet we're in 010. Every time you're in server 010, everybody says server 010 is the worst. It's the cursed server. It never seems to work. These Had Night rocks, they're just disappearing. They're not even, I mean, they're going into our rock, but they're not like flying up. No, there's some of them are, finally. Here we go. Okay, we're getting some now. Well, we're getting some. It's slow, but we're getting some. Let's go see if we can crack that rock now.
Fracturing mode on.
Okay, laser's working. Let's try it again. Here we go. I don't think we're gonna make 80 CSCU with this haul, which sucks. I was hoping we'd get at least a full rock. If not, like, I was hoping for like 1 SCU of the 2 SCU container being filled.
Extraction mode on.
Woo, now it's working. All right, just had to recharge the batteries on our vacuum apparently. Leave no Hadnite behind. Unless it's really annoying, and then we'll leave it behind. This one really got launched over here. Look at this guy. He's way the heck over here. Look at that. You know, I would have liked to have gone Hadnite mining in Pyro. And I think if I get time, not tonight obviously, because I got the movie thing, but maybe tomorrow night or this weekend, if we're still in 4.0, which we should be, then I'm gonna make a trip into Pyro. Fly over to Ignis or wherever it is. I think it's Ignis. And go Hadnite mining for a good couple of hours and fill up a 2 SCU container. Because in Pyro, you get way more Hadnite. But it's dangerous. And when I'm done mining, I have to fly back to Stanton to sell it. I can't sell it in Pyro. There's no place you can sell it that's safe, or that you get, if it's safe, you don't get full price. Which sucks. Anything else? There's a couple over here. Oh wow, there's a bunch of them scattered over there too. Okay. Woo! Come on, let's go. Look at you hiding in the bushes. Got you. Oof, this car, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm not this bad a driver. It's just that the ROC does not drive well. Especially with keyboard and mouse, because you can either stomp on the gas or not. You don't get to like give it a little throttle. It's 100% go or nothing. Don't hit my spaceship. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, get me on the ship. He's like parked over here because he wanted on the ship bad. Oh, and we even got to drive in too. All right, let's go sell this and see how much we made. Come on, get off the wall. There, we're in. Hold on. I want 57.4 CSCU. Okay.
Mining mode on. Systems off.
All right. See you later, ACL. All right, let's go see how much money we made. I didn't mean to turn my ship off, but okay. Let's give it just a couple of pings, just in case there's like a Hadanite deposit like right around us, right? I'm willing to get one if it's like right near us, but I don't see anything. All right, we're out of here. All right, let's go to, where the heck are we gonna go to sell this stuff? I forget. Probably Lathan. I think it's Lathan. HDMS Lathan. Here we go. Looks like 2 jumps and we should be there. Really? Okay, maybe 3 jumps, sorry. Woo! Can you imagine how much better Starfield would have done had they had travel like that? Had you been able to just fly down to the planet's surface? Can you imagine how much better that game would have done with just that? Of course, it wouldn't have killed them to have some, I don't know, populated planetary surfaces as well. I mean, this game has very vast, deserted planetary surfaces as well, but nobody cares. Because there's still stuff to do. You can still find things out there just running around randomly. Even if it's just crashed other players' ships, you know? Other players crash ships. But there's a little something to this game. All right, we're gonna change out of this mode because I don't want to wreck. We're gonna head into Latham at top speed. Once again, doing some night work today. Everything seems to be happening in the dark side of everywhere we go. I think I still have my headlights on my spaceship, so we should be okay. I probably could have stayed in the travel mode a little bit further, but I'm so twitchy after working in Pyro that I just don't like traveling without my shields up. Not that my shields do me too much good. You encounter a Hornet, you're gonna be dead before you can jump out. You just don't have enough time to jump out before you're dead. All right. I believe this is the landing pad we want over here. Maybe? Is that? Yeah, it looks like it. That looks like it. And I doubt they fixed the transfer. They're probably waiting for 4.1 when we can remove the bag off the back of the rock. Whoops, let's put the landing gear out so I don't wreck. Because rather than fix something, they're just making a new system where it bypasses the issue. And so I doubt they're having fixed anything. And so I'm just gonna drive the rock over there and manually take it in 150 pieces at a time. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Not even gonna bother trying.
Engines offline.
All right, 2 hours of rock mining. Let's see what it yields us.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Sure that I'm empty. 180, good there. Getting a little thirsty, but we didn't get anywhere near. Open. I can detach it now? Oh. Well, let's do that. Let's detach the thing and put it on the elevator and sell it all as one chunk. I can probably just detach it right here, huh? Deploy. Get out our gun. No, really, get out your gun. Nope, not that. Retract. No, I really want just the bag, not the whole car. Maybe it's the other one? I thought. Open door. Open storage. That's not what I want. 574. That's like 5 trips. It would be better to detach retract. Why won't it let me get just the bag? No, I don't want the whole thing. Oh, I wonder if isn't there a key? I need to do like Alt K or something, I think. I think I need to hit a button specifically to allow you to do that. Let's try, I think it's Alt K. No? Open door. Open cargo bay. That's it. No, that's it. Engine power, we're not getting anything. Closed door, open cargo bay. Exit seat, that's not doing me any good. Nothing, really? All right, we're gonna exit the seat and see if I can't figure it out. Did that just close the door and make me exit through it? Way to go, Chris. Great game you got here. It's not allowing me to detach the cargo pod. Why is that? Okay, one more time. None of the keys are working. Forward, back, steer, exit vehicle. That doesn't help me at all. Alt H doesn't do anything. Alt J, Alt K. Weapon system locked while in armistice zone. Okay, I didn't even know I had a weapon system, but sure. Nothing. Nothing. It's not allowing me to switch it. I wonder if there's maybe one of these panels that'll allow me to do that. Shields, self-status, scanning, configuration, enable headlights. Hey, there's headlights. Look at that. Platinum landing. No. Weapon configuration is empty, and shields, there are no shields, of course. Gimbal group doesn't do me any good. All right, we're gonna have to do it the manual way because Chris made it too complicated for us to figure this one out.
Systems off.
$750 million. Can't even unload my Had Night in a decent manner. One more time, I turned the ship off, so I wonder if it makes it any different when I do that. Nope. Nope, not gonna do it. All right, so we gotta do it manually. We're gonna retract the hatch and just go through the cargo access like we always do. The good old drag it over manually. We're gonna split this into 180s. It's gonna take us 4 trips. Yeah, 4 trips, nothing else I can do. Okay, that's it, we just gotta do it slow like. Oh well, at least we'll make some money for today. It wasn't a lot of money, but I didn't have to go to Pyro and get blown up 7 times. Okay, there's one. If anybody happens to know what I'm doing wrong, why I can't release the cargo pod on the back of that, please let me know, because I would love to just set that on the elevator and do this all at once. That'd be a fantastic way to go. Just out of curiosity, I'm seeing if any of these others... Loading. Huh. That's weird. Gotta still do it the weird way. Select location, select location. Don't select you, even though it's in your backpack. You gotta select location of select location. How is Advanced Resource Management Simulatory today? It's okay. We were able to do some Had Night farming, and we got it done. It's still, they have the new cargo pod, which is supposed to release, but we can't figure out how to release it. And so I'm having to take it in 180 pieces at a time, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I don't believe Mrs. Seven is in chat. She's probably inside taking care of the kids. So, Stocky, are you living in a simulation? Do you believe in simulation theory? Do you believe it's a possibility? Does the idea offend you, excite you, bore you? What are your thoughts, man? We've been talking about simulation theory all day while we've been had night farming, because, you know, you're had night farming. There's nothing much to do but go back and look at rocks. We're literally collecting rocks today, so we thought we'd go deep into the conversation of origin, continuation, even bordering on religion at times, in the idea of exploring simulation theory. I don't know how much money we made, but it was a bunch. What's 78 times 3 plus 14? Video I just watched said right Alt K when you were in the rock. Right Alt K. I thought that's what I was doing. We'll try it. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna go close it up and see. We'll try that first. We're gonna go. Nope. Nope. No. No. I don't want that. Retract. Close the door so it's all closed up. Right Alt K. Okay. No, really, I want to get in the ship and try this out. Okay, we're gonna power it on. Everything's up and running.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Systems on. Right Alt K. Nothing happened that I could see. But we'll try. We'll get out and see if that actually did anything. We'll hit deploy, and then it should allow us. Look at that! It did work! So it's right Alt K, and it doesn't say anything. You have to have it all closed up. Right Alt K, and then you can take the thing off. And then I could have set this on the elevator, stored it, and it would have gone in. Thank you, Elder. Appreciate that. Okay, so it did work. I just didn't know how to do it the right way. Oh, Mr. Not Mrs. I didn't see that. Mr. 7. Well, thank you, Mr. Stocky. When I say Mr. Stocky, it makes you sound like you're like a member of the flight crew on Star Trek. Thank you, Mr. Stocky. You have the con. All right, let's fly up into space and log off.
Systems off.
All right, so we got that working. I guess things are working pretty well. That'll be cool when they do the switch over to the new material and we can mine different stuff than Hadnite. And it'll work a little better in the rock. That'd be kind of cool. I won't need to take 2 SCU containers. They're supposed to be selling us more of those cargo bags for the rocks. So I could just take a couple of those and just swap those out on the rock. Instead of having to swap them 180 at a time into a 2 SCU container and throw that on there, I could just swap the 80, whatever it is that's on there. Did we really turn it off and back on again there? Now it's working. Let's close up those doors, folks. I almost turned off my thrusters. Oh my God. I almost turned off my thrusters and killed us. Well, we got the credits. It doesn't matter what happens now. Let's head, where do we want to post up for the time being? I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking we fly back to ArtCorp where everything's at, but I also want to just go to, I've got a Pembroke backpack on. Let's just go to Pyro Station in Stanton. And that way, when I play again next time, we can go mining in Pyro and it won't cost me everything. Pyro Gateway. Let's route there. It's not gonna let me go. Why can't I just jump there? It's on the other side of this planet, isn't it? No, that's aerial. Is it gonna have me jump around it? I'm very nervous I'm gonna smash into the planet right now. Nope, didn't do a thing. I think it's giving me weird coordinates. Yeah, it's giving me some sort of weird coordinates. Let's reset these. Yeah, it's not doing the right thing. Okay, Pyro Gateway. That's what I want. Route me there, please. Thank you. Maybe this is it? I don't know. Quantum drive is off and then back on again. Pyro Gateway. I don't feel like it's gonna do this. It's obstructed. Why won't it let me go someplace else? Come on. Fix your game. I didn't route. Son of a bitch. I forgot to hit the route button. Route me there. I mean it this time. Do it. Otherwise, I swear. Okay, now it's giving me some place to jump to that isn't. So we'll jump around from the planet. You're back, but I'm muted. That's okay, Stocky. I know you can still see me. I like that I shout when I'm muted. I don't know why I do that. Or like when somebody says I'm in ads, I always shout at them. Like shouting is gonna make them hear me over the ad or over their mute button. I don't know, maybe I can yell loud enough to cancel out their mute button. All right, 29 gigameters to go. Oh, I don't know, Stocky, are you muted or am I? That's the thing, man. I mean, if you have me muted, it's not a whole lot. I mean, I could put on a show for you here. We could do this. We could do this here. That's about all I can do for you. We'll go down, show you the sunny side of my spaceship, I guess. Like that. That's about the best I can do for you. If I'm muted. There's not a whole lot to watch when you're traveling through space. It's just kind of this. That's kind of it. I wanted to find out if Stocky thinks that we're in a simulation. I'm curious of a man of his profession, what he thinks about the whole simulation theory. I don't know if people think that I'm being serious or not, but I genuinely think the simulation theory could be true. Like I said, I don't hold many beliefs at all. I change my mind all the time. I flip-flop like a politician during voting season. In an election cycle, right? I got cat hair all over me too. And so I never hold beliefs. I just entertain ideas for periods of time. I've had too many of my beliefs absolutely, utterly destroyed. And so I'm hesitant to believe in anything. Right? Like, and I'm not saying any of this happened to me, I'm just giving examples. If you have a best friend who stabs you in the back, like a lifelong best friend who stabs you in the back, you believed they would never do that, and you were wrong. If you believed in a family member or had a religious aspiration or a political perspective or a dietary narrative that you followed and you just believed it and then later found out that you were absolutely, utterly wrong about that belief, it makes it hard for you to believe in anything. And that's where I stand. I have been wrong about so many things in my life that I just no longer hold on to the idea that I'm right about anything. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just talking to other people about their beliefs, listening and absorbing what they have to say. All right, change your view. We're gonna go in for a landing and we're gonna set our scan here at Pyro Station. We have to remember that most of our stuff is stored at ARC, at Area 18. Whoa. I tell my son all the time, hey son, if I'm streaming, please don't call me. Text me. Text me, buddy. Don't call me, text me. And still he calls. Let's hail Pyro Gateway.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Okay, where's assigned landing? It's over there. I don't think we're gonna make it to that hangar in time. I'm gonna get over there and it's probably gonna close in my face. Pyro Gateway does not leave their doors open very long for you. We'll go fast and see if we can make it happen, but I'm not in the belief that that door will be open when we get there. Space brakes. I am in the belief that I could crash at a moment's notice. I'm real good at that. I think X is the space brake? Yeah, X is the space brake. That's why we're not stopping fast. Okay. Zoop. All right. Could be my crappy flight skills that are the problem. That might be why I don't ever get to the door in time. Landing gear out, I think. Give it partial throttle. Don't want to find out that your landing gear isn't out. Go full throttle and smash into a wall. That really sucks. I have a lot of experience with that one. Whoop. Coming in all fast and wiggly. But we made it! We got inside the door, you see that? My belief that the door would shut on us was wrong.
Due to inactivity.
Oh, they just about shut the door on me though, did you see that? They're like, due to inactivity, we're closing the doors on your dumbass. Oh, I don't need to do anything. I can just land this thing. Just land it. There we go. We're done. We're out of here. We can shut the ship off and everything. My little guy is pretty much the Kool-Aid man while I'm streaming. Oh yeah. No wall is safe. We're gonna leave everything on our boat here and we're gonna get out and store the ship and see how things go. I don't think I have anything in the inventory here since the last purge, reset, whatever. They moved all my stuff to Area 15, Area 18. I want to check it just to be safe though. Yep, completely empty. Let's go store this, put our imprint here on.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval.
Store it.
Vehicle has been moved to a
Also, while we're here, I want to deliver the Ursa medevac to this place. Request delivery, please. Thank you. And maybe next time we'll blow the wheels off the Ursa now that we got some money. How much money do we have? We have 1,141,000 and change, ladies and gentlemen. We're halfway to our goal of getting that vulture. Halfway to our goal. Excuse me. Just trying to hiccup and talk at the same time, and then my voice cracks as well. Let's go to the lobby. Just wrapping up, honey. Stocky says hello. I know technically you said hello to me and not her, but it'll make her day. I thought you said hello to her because I don't know how to read the difference between Mr. and Mrs. Really, give me the lobby, thank you. Look at all these guys. Full house in here today. Look at that chest plate on that guy. Nice suit, buddy. Where's that medical facility? Maybe down there, maybe down here. That's a burrito bar. That's not what we want. I forget where it's at. It's around here someplace. Every single place has one. There's the regular elevators. Do I need to go to Habs? Maybe it's down at the Habs. There's the Easy Hab. Medical clinic, I found it. Found it, folks. We're good. We're safe. Patient check-in.
Hello.
Hello. That's a half-baked NPC right there. I'm glad NPCs in our simulation don't sound like the NPCs in this simulation.
Whether it's a simple case of the sniffles or something more serious.
Let's get a couple of these.
Thanks to the advanced digital medical.
We're gonna buy some of these, because those come in super handy. And I'm gonna get a Paramed pen, one of those. That's good. And I think that's all I need from here. That'll just save me when I step out of them.
Why should healthcare be a hassle?
When I jump back in next time, are we in room 1?
Choose convenience.
This isn't room 1, is it? That's room triangle. This is room 1. Here we go. I love it when they give me room 1. Lie down and imprint in here, so next time we enter our simulation, we're here. Let's do medical care so that it tops off my food and water and all that stuff. And there we go, topped off. No medical injuries, we're good. And regenerate. And we're gonna make this. Transfer our imprint is what we want, confirm. Okay. We're set, folks. All right, we can log out of this simulation and go into the other simulation now. I want to thank you guys for joining me for a chill stream where we got to talk about stuff that was probably way too deep for a Twitch stream or a YouTube stream for those of you watching on YouTube. And for those of you who are on Twitch, I'm going to drop you off someplace. We'll go raid somebody. And hopefully when I come back tomorrow morning, we're going to be playing Soma. And I hope to have some new jump scares. I hope to have a new intro. I hope to have a new outro panel because my outro panel is wrong. I am not streaming 5 days a week anymore. Back to the hardware store on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But I do stream Monday, Thursday, Friday. So you can join us there. We're going to go to... Let's go to who definitely speaks English. Test out the new trade AP with Segelian. Sure, sounds great. I don't know this person. Don't know if they're any good or not. I'm not gonna stay for very long because I'm about to wet my pants. So let me know if this person is awesome. Give them a follow if they are, and let me know so that I can follow. I'll give them a follow anyway. But if they're cool, follow them. Make the community stronger by indulging in other content creators and streamers. Thanks, Dadpool Games. Speaking of which, Dadpool Games doing that Helldivers 2 action. If that's a game that interests you, be sure to give him a follow. And we're raiding out, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks, bye.